Everything seemed completely normal. Then, in just a few seconds, she lost consciousness. But why does this happen? Let's freeze time and journey inside the human body to discover what really happened. Everything begins here, inside the brain. The brain depends on a constant supply of oxygen-rich blood to function. When blood flow suddenly drops, oxygen levels begin falling within seconds. The brain immediately starts shutting down non-essential functions to protect itself. In many common fainting episodes, the real problem begins with a total drop in blood pressure. With less pressure pushing blood through the arteries, less oxygen-rich blood reaches the brain. Within seconds, the brain begins struggling to function normally. As blood pressure falls, the heart pumps less blood with each beat. That means less oxygen-rich blood can reach the brain. Without enough blood, the brain can no longer function at full capacity. The brain constantly monitors its oxygen supply. As oxygen levels begin to fall, it detects the danger and activates emergency responses. Its priority is simple: protect the most vital functions needed to survive. Without enough oxygen, brain cells can no longer produce the energy they need. Electrical signals between neurons begin slowing. Within seconds, awareness, balance, and clear thinking begin to fade. As oxygen continues to fall, your senses are among the first to change. Your vision becomes blurry, your world narrows into tunnel vision, and a ringing sound may fill your ears. These are often the body's final warning signs before you faint. As the brain receives too little oxygen-rich blood, it can no longer maintain full awareness and balance. Ironically, falling flat helps blood return to the brain. The moment the body becomes horizontal, something remarkable happens. Gravity no longer pulls as much blood away from the brain, allowing blood flow to improve. Within seconds, the brain begins receiving more oxygen again. Now that the body is lying flat, blood can travel back to the brain more easily. Oxygen-rich blood begins restoring the energy brain cells need to function. Within moments, the brain starts recovering. As blood returns to the brain, something remarkable begins to happen. Fresh oxygen slowly leaves the bloodstream and enters millions of waiting brain cells. For the first time since the faint, the brain begins receiving the oxygen it desperately needs. Now the brain begins its most remarkable recovery. One neuron awakens, then another. And another. Millions of brain cells slowly connect, restoring the electrical network that makes you you. Life is returning to the brain. The brain now has everything it needs.
Healthy blood flow, oxygen,
and fully restored electrical activity. Awareness quietly returns, the eyes open.
Consciousness has been restored. The brain is alive once again.
Not all fainting happens for the same reason. Many different conditions can temporarily reduce the amount of blood reaching the brain. Let's explore the most common causes, beginning with dehydration.
Your body depends on water to keep blood flowing properly. As dehydration increases, blood volume slowly begins to fall. With less blood available, the brain receives less oxygen-rich blood. If dehydration becomes severe, fainting may occur. Sometimes, fainting isn't caused by dehydration or illness. Fear, pain, or even the sight of blood can trigger an automatic reflex called vasovagal syncope. The vagus nerve slows the heart and lowers blood pressure, reducing blood flow to the brain. Standing still for a long time allows gravity to pull blood into your legs. As more blood pools below your heart, less returns with each heartbeat. That means less oxygen-rich blood reaches your brain. Moving your legs helps restore circulation before you faint.
Every second of every day, your brain depends on glucose for energy. As blood sugar begins to fall, less glucose reaches each brain cell. Without enough fuel, neurons slowly begin losing energy. The brain is still alive, but it's beginning to struggle.
On a hot day, your body works constantly to keep itself cool. Sweating removes heat, but it also removes precious water and electrolytes. As fluid is lost, blood volume gradually begins to fall. If this continues, the brain may no longer receive the blood flow it needs.
The blood pressure is the force that pushes blood through your arteries. When that pressure falls too low, blood moves with less force. As a result, the brain receives less oxygen-rich blood. If blood pressure drops far enough, dizziness and fainting can follow. Every medicine begins its journey in the bloodstream. As it travels through the body, it begins interacting with blood vessels. Some medications gently relax the muscles in the artery walls, preparing the body for their intended effect. As the blood vessels relax, blood continues to flow, but with less pressure pushing it feverward, only more gently than before. For some people, this gradual drop may eventually lead to dizziness. Many medications help protect our health and improve our lives. But some medicines can lower blood pressure, slow the heart, or affect the nervous system. For some people, this may temporarily reduce blood flow to the brain. If you dizzy or faint feeling after starting a medication, speak with your healthcare provider. Before most people faint, the body gives a warning. You may feel dizzy, notice your vision beginning to narrow, cold sweating, ringing in the ears, and sudden weakness and important signals. Recognizing these warning signs early gives you time to sit or lie down and help prevent injury. Your brain depends on a constant supply of blood, oxygen, and energy. Simple daily habits help keep that delicate balance strong. Stay hydrated, eat regular meals, rise slowly, and pay attention to your body's warning signs. By protecting healthy blood flow, you help protect the most important organ you have, your brain. Thank you for watching.
I hope you enjoyed exploring the incredible science behind why we faint. If you learned something new today, please take a moment to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to Anatomy Insight for more amazing journeys through the human body.